Hello everyone. In this video, I'll walk you through how I cleared the AWS Certified Developer Associate DBA C02 exam with a perfect 1000 by 1000 score. I will cover my learning path, resources, and key exam tips so you can also clear this exam. And plus, I will share you a bonus tip on how you can save 50% on your exam fee. So, stick around till the end. So, let's get started. So these are the content. This is the content that we are going to cover. That is what is AWS certified developer exam and why to pass it or clear it. Then important AWS services to focus on, the resources to learn, the resources to practice, and the final tips for the exam. So first, let's understand what is AWS certified developer associate exam. So, this certification validates your expertise in AWS core services, best practices, and cloud application development. So, it's basically ideal for the developers working with AWS, which covers mostly AWS SDKs and APIs, CI/CD pipelines, that is DevOps part, and the serverless application, and also monitoring and security. So, if you are a developer working with AWS, this certification is a great way to prove your skills. Now let's move to the second topic, that is important AWS services to focus on. So mainly it is divided into six parts, that is compute, storage, networking, messaging, security, and other basic services. So for compute, you just have to focus on AWS Lambda, EC2, and EBS, and for storage, mainly S3, DynamoDB, and RDS. For networking, API gateway, VPC, and some part of CloudFront can also be considered here. Then messaging services, that are SQS, SNS, and EventBridge. Then for security, obviously I am the first, and then Cognito, and then Secrets Manager. There are some more services also, but these are the basic services that you should focus on. Then there are other services like Cloud Formation, Step Function, Code Deploy, Code Commit. So some of these services are the major ones that you should focus on. So now let's see what are the best resources to learn. So the first and foremost, that is AWS official documentation. Never forget it to read it. Then AWS skill builder courses. There are many free and paid courses available by AWS, so you can refer them. Then there are many YouTube channels, so you can definitely watch them. And here I have suggested one of the name, that is Free Code Camp, but actually I also don't watch from a single YouTube channel. I also visit many YouTube channels, and wherever I get the best knowledge in a best way, so I watch them. So you can also do the same. And then I will definitely suggest you the Udemy course, that is Stephen Marik's course. It is mostly of 3999 rupees. But in offer you can get it for around 500 rupees or whatever the price is in dollar. So you can get it in offer also. So I think these resources help me understand AWS services and their practical implementation in depth. So I would highly recommend the Udemy courses and AWS official document, to be specific. Then now let's move to the resources for practice. So the first thing is to do hands-on practice in AWS. So you can create a simply AWS free tier account in which you don't have to pay anything, and you get some of the services for one whole year for free to use and practice on them. So you can simply use that account for the practice. Then you can also take practice exams like for tutorials dojo, Udemy, and also some of the AWS official practice questions. So some of these are paid, and you can also get the free test papers also. But apart from that, I would highly recommend reading dumps, but not just memorizing the answer, especially reading their discussion for each question, like why that option is correct, why it is not correct. So users like us have answered and discussed in the discussion section that why it is important and why they have marked it as correct and why not. So never blindly memorize the answer. Always focus on the reasoning behind each one, because whenever you will start reasoning the answers, you will get to understand the core concept and also get to understand the various services also for the AWS, not just a single service on which the question is dependent. I would highly recommend reading the discussion section. So the final thing is final tips for the exam. So I would suggest that master the basics of each services, understand their core functionalities. Then I would recommend using AI tools for faster learning. You can get simply the notes from AI, and you can use ChatGPT, Gemini, or anything to get to know about any services. You can also ask them to ask you questions about them, and you can answer them and understand what is the logic behind the correct answer, wrong answer. So you can simply make use of the AI for the best and fastest learning. And reading dumps, I have already told you that just by reading dumps you can clear the exam, but by reading the discussion you can clear your concepts. So that is very important. And one more tip, that if you are non-native speaker of English, what you can do is you can book an accommodation for 30 minutes. Actually, AWS provides an extra 30 minutes. So you can select it when scheduling the exam. There is an option for accommodation. I think it is called ESL. So you can just book that accommodation and you will get 30 minutes extra in your exam time. So stay confident, manage time well, and that's all. All the best. So now talking about the bonus tip, that is AWS is offering 50% discount on certification exam until May 21, 2025. So to claim this discount, you can join the Get AWS Certified Foundation and Associate Challenge. I will provide the link in the description. And just for your information, if this offer expires, what you can do is just comment down in the video, or AWS frequently releases similar discounts, so you can always check their website also. But if you don't want to do all this, you can simply comment below if you need any update. I will update you about that. So that's all about how I cleared the AWS Certified Developer Associate exam with a perfect score. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Drop any question in the comments and I would be happy to help you. Good luck with your AWS journey. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.